Hey YouTube! You're here just in time to help us celebrate Marmaduke's 1-year birthday. Okay, so other than the skateboard rides and dandelion munchies, his other birthday present is this. Brand new, custom built, 4-story, 120-gallon vertical climbing palace. It took us nearly 4 months to build, and we think it's so fancy that we've decided to call it Marmaduke's Mansion. If you've been watching this channel, you've probably seen lots of other videos of him in his previous tank. We always knew he'd need a size upgrade eventually, but he grew like a freaking weed in his first year, so we knew within the first few months that he was going to outgrow it a lot faster than we had anticipated. So we decided to start designing and building this new one during this past winter. Yes, this was a lot of work, and yes, it was pretty expensive to buy all these materials. But building the upgrade has allowed us to make improvements to the layout based on his behavior this past year. For example, he rarely spends any time hanging out on the floor level, and is almost always climbing on the walls or hanging from a suspended hammock or log. So we decided to expand his tank in the vertical direction, all the way to the ceiling, in fact. This vertical space gives him so many more opportunities to climb, hang, and jump the way he likes. Keep in mind that this setup may not work for every bearded dragon. If your beardy is more sedentary and likes to just lay around under a basking light all day, then the expansion in the horizontal direction might be more appropriate. In our case, we felt good about this vertical expansion because he is so hyperactive and always wants to climb and explore everything. So if you're thinking about building a custom tank for your scaly friend, it might be best to observe their behavior for a few months and then decide what type of tank layout would best suit them. Another thing we were able to improve on with this new build is the durability of materials used. If you've seen my older terrarium build video, by the way, link is down in the description below, you'll recall that the landscape was built up with spray foam insulation that I carved into natural shapes and then coated with a layer of silicone and materials like coconut coir, sphagnum moss, and pebbles. However, given how much of a climber Marmaduke has turned out to be, this softer foam and silicone material is not really durable for long-term use. As he scrambles all over the background, His little claws dig into the silicone and wear out the foam in some places. He also has his favorite spots for climbing and for sleeping. Like right here along this line is where his log ramp was placed, and he loved to sleep in that spot. You can see it's pretty shiny here because he's basically rubbed off all the coir, and you're looking directly at the silicone underneath. As you can imagine, this material probably wouldn't hold up to 10 or 15 years of abuse. So we used the opportunity with this new build to use a more durable material, stucco. We still use the same carved spray foam to build up the shapes underneath, but then coated it with pigmented stucco instead of silicone. This gives the landscape a much rockier appearance, which is fine and we like that. But it's also obviously much more hard and more durable as a masonry product that is more likely to withstand the next decade of Marmaduke climbing and scratching all over it. Before anyone asks, yes, this tank can be cleaned. Marmaduke has actually been potty trained, so he does not poop in his terrarium except in very rare instances. However, every reptile tank does need a good deep cleaning once in a while, so every internal component of this tank has been designed so that it can be disassembled and pieces removed when necessary. The shelves are screwed into brackets that are mounted to the back wall. You can't see the brackets here because the shelves are sitting on top, but because the shelves sit on these, they can easily be detached. This large piece of spiderwood in the center and these polypore mushrooms on the back panel are also just bolted through the back panel so they can be removed to make more room to get into the back areas for cleaning. The seams between the frame and the plexiglass panels have all been sealed with waterproof silicone on both the inside and the outside. And the stucco itself has all been treated with this waterproof masonry sealer. All the plastic plants, the rocks, and hammocks can easily be removed as well. So if we ever need to just take everything out and hose the whole thing out to clean it, these removable features really help with that. And of course, the vertical tank addition that we built is also removable and can be detached from the original bottom compartment. So basically, we can disassemble the whole thing if we ever need to clean it or move it to another location. This new tank design also gave us the opportunity to integrate some of the more functional features needed in a bearded dragon terrarium, such as heaters and lighting. We built this top hidden compartment to store the main lights, and we are using two 36-inch T5 high output 10.0 UVB reptile bulbs. I know that's a mouthful, but you gotta have the right lighting for reptiles. In this compartment, we also have a ceramic heat emitter and a dome that is projecting the heat downward into the tank, and some vent holes drilled here at the top that we've covered with screen. Because this tank is such a large volume, we knew that this top-down heating that we've got up here would not really be sufficient to keep the entire tank warm enough. So we also built two hidden and integrated chambers where additional ceramic heat emitters could be placed. We call these little chambers heat boxes. The heat boxes are mounted underneath the shelves and can be removed by either sliding off some rails that we built or unscrewing from the platform above. Here's a quick look at how those concealed heat boxes are assembled and attached under the shelves. if you want to see more about exactly how we built these boxes, check out the links at the end of this video. We've also got an under tank heater stuck to the glass at the bottom of the original tank so that the tiles stay nice and warm. We also installed a color changing LED light strip in the bottom part of the tank since there's not really a lot of light making it down there. This LED light comes with a remote so we can adjust the brightness, and it also has the option to display any color of the rainbow. So here I'm kind of just showing you how it works, but usually we just keep it on a more dim setting in a green or kind of golden hue. This is a pretty large volume, so we wanted to make sure that each platform or level is kept nice and toasty, and also that we keep some cooler spots for him to hang out in the shade. So we installed a temperature probe and humidity probe kind of hidden on the side of each shelf. And these probes essentially measure the ambient air temperature at each level. We also have an infrared temperature gun to measure the heat of various surfaces. So here I am testing out the heat on the different levels, on the stucco, on the back wall, and the tiles. And this is what the back of the terrarium looks like. With so many electrical components in this tank, we really needed a panel to kind of organize all the cables and control each element on a different timer as needed. So this is what we call the brains of the operation, where we manage all of those electrical devices. I know, this cable management situation is pretty hideous right now, but we are working on a better organization system. We also have all of the heating elements plugged into these dimmer switches, which allows us to precisely control the temperature of each one. So we may eventually come up with a way to hide this whole scenario inside of another hidden panel. And this is the hinged door that we made for the front of the tank. It has this funny little door inside of the bigger door, and I just love it. This screen is actually the original screen top for Marmaduke's old tank. So we just cut it to the right size and attached it inside of this new frame we made. So that's why it has this mini door in it. It's actually from the original screen. Here you can see a bunch of weird cutouts and holes in the screen. Those are where the knobs and whatnot were attached to the original screen. So we took all those out. There's also a small gap around the edge of the door so that it swings in and out freely on these hinges. Okay, after all that, I'm sure you're dying to get to the good parts and watch Marmaduke explore his new home. So, here you go! I think he was a bit overwhelmed at first. He spent a lot of time just sitting and staring at things, turning his head one way and then the other. Sort of evaluating his new habitat and possibly planning for his new climbing routes.
Any ideas?
After a while, we thought maybe the best way to motivate him to explore would be to have him chase his favorite tasty superworms around the tank. It was so much fun.
You ready? I want to reward him. Here you go, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
He did that all on his own.
Beautiful toe stuck.
Oh yeah, good job. Come on. Oh, come on. Into the house. Yes, go boy. Crunch-o-matics. Come on. Come on, right here. those in half too.
You still have to eat them, Marmaduke. You can't eat half alone.
So I don't like them without the wiggle. I'll mix this with the wiggle. There you go. Let's give it a little.
Oh, he's got guts all over his face.
Yes. Mission accomplished.
Ugh, that's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty.
He's a predator.
He doesn't know how to lick his lips, though.
No, he doesn't. Hi, buddy. That was good. You're good. Yeah. Good job, bud. That's right. Oh, it's from Quincas here, Castle. Put this. You should put this up in here. How's this go?
If you want to learn more about how exactly we constructed this bearded dragon mansion, please click on the links at the end of this video. I didn't want to overload you with too much technical stuff in this video, because I know some of you are really just here for the bearded dragon. But if you are curious about the details of how this was built, I split the construction footage off into 2 additional videos. One for the metalwork and the integration of lighting and heaters, and the other for the interior landscaping and design. So if you want to learn more, check out these next 2 videos and be sure to let us know what you think. You guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the reveal of this brand new bearded dragon mansion. We'll see you on Marmaduke's next adventure.